A United State of Consciousness. Heavenletter number 5594. March 19, 2016. What would you most like to hear me say to you? What is your heart aching to hear? If only you would hear me right now, really hear me, your heart would be full of joy. God speaks to you, and God loves you with all the love in heaven and on earth. On earth, you judge love. You have a little adding machine that dings and can't seem to go high enough. From heaven, love reigns upon you around the clock. Of course, there is no clock in heaven. There is no timing. There is no more or less. There is isness. There is being, and being is all. There are no fractions in heaven. All is in the fullness of being in heaven. You get a full ride to heaven even as you are already in heaven. You are really in heaven. You still seek to be attuned to heaven, when, all along, heaven is your very being. You can relax into heaven. In heaven, there is no tension. How could there be? There is no tension in heaven, for there are no opposites in heaven. Love is all, and all is love. There is no twain, for all is one, and one is all. At the same time as heaven is a sanctuary of love, heaven is not a hideaway. There are no birds caged in heaven. You can fly in, or you can walk in. You can walk in right now without a by your leave. There are no locked doors in heaven. There are no signs that say no admittance. If there were signs, they would say in beautiful shiny colors, "This way to heaven." Come right in. No signature needed. Enter here. Fly in, light as a bird. Come, stay a while. Come, stay forever. Permanent residency here. Here is where your heart abides. This is the way to love everlasting. This way to freedom of heart. This way to God. Come, sit a while and rest your feet. This is Heaven 101. Heaven is the simplest place of all, even as heaven is not a place. Heaven is an awareness of truth. You are in heaven. If truth be known, you have never left heaven. Only as an idea in your mind can you possibly leave heaven. Who in his right mind would ever leave heaven? Heaven is real, and anything less than heaven is a myth. Anything less than heaven is a movie reel. Heaven is not an event. Heaven is an everyday sort of thing. Heaven is your natural habitat, that is, if heaven were a place. Heaven is a united state of consciousness to which you are invited even as there is no other place to be, except in the fiction you roll around in. This way to heaven. This way to truth. Enter infinity here, step right up. Heaven is greater than you know. Stay here for eternity. Right here is heaven. You belong right here in heaven with me. You are here, unbeknownst to you. You are nowhere else. Here, in heaven, with me, is where you are. You have knowing and there is no signs. Dear ones, heretofore, you have consciously dabbled in heaven, played the idea of now you see me and now you don't. Dabbling is coming to an end. Stay with me. Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. Heavenletters.org